I talk about that in master detail. We are creating where is rollup summary? This one in master detail field. Rollup summary field are available. So what is the rollup summary field? It will give you the aggregate functionality that you can count the number of these student or the faculties, how many, the numerical things you can count, some minimum or maximum. These four function or operation you can perform, and it give a response, but you can't edit these field, you can only read these field. So you can search about that. It is your homework. Tomorrow we will do this. So mainly we learn about the two relationship. These are the lookup and MD, but we have the many type of relationship. Like we did this many to many. This is only done by the master data relationship. Or another one is a hierarchical relationship, and we have also external relationship, and we have also a self lookup. So I will tell you that the scenario that you will understand that how to use these relationship according to the situation. So you understand these things. First of all, junction object, when we create that junction object, and in every time we create a junction object, we have to create a relationship, just a MD relation, master data relationship. So next one is a what? So what time we use hierarchical, or this we create or we got this relationship. So whenever we create an object, every time we get a some uh, by default we got some fields. In every object we got a field relationship with the user. So user is your profile user that we got it from the Salesforce like this. So this one is our profile, and we are the user. Ayushma is the user of this profile. So we have a relationship with that, like this one created by user, last modified by a user. So everything is done that the user will automatically, it will take the value of the user. Okay. So this relationship, hierarchical relationship, is done by, we can only do this by the only the user object. I will tell you the also the self lookup, and that you will understand both that how the hierarchy and the self lookup done. So hierarchy is done like we have a company and we have some roles. First one is a CEO, then some production manager. They can have multiple production manager. So this is came production manager, and they have multiple teams like team leaders, TL, team leaders. So we have these, and then after that we got a okay, we got a employees, got a developer. So we have so many developer like this. So this is the how the hierarchy look like. So we are working here at the role of the developer. Understand, guys? And on these TL have different team. These production manager have different team. So this is how the complete hierarchy look like. So we have some roles. Our role is as a developer. This role is for the team leader. This one is a production manager. There is a CEO, CTO. So different profiles for the senior. So this is the how the hierarchy look like. We have so many type of structure, tree structure, hierarchical. So this is the our role based or the hierarchy based. So these we assign some roles. We assign some role like we create one object. This one is a employee object. Okay, and in employee, TL also the employee, developer also the employee, production manager also employee. So we create a self lookup. So at that time, for the self lookup relationship, we use a lookup relationship. When we means हमारे पास एक ऑब्जेक्ट है एम्प्लॉय एंड इसमें हमारे पास मल्टीपल रिकॉर्ड है टीएल like Ayush Sharma is a TL, Kritika is a developer, and Aditi is a production manager. So we are working as like that, and we have so many 3 to 4 production manager, and every production manager have 5 to 7 team leader, and under a single team leader have 5 to 8 developers. So this is how the whole complete structure look like. So we will assign some role that this role is for the TL, this is for the developer, this one is for the production manager. So we create a employee relationship with the employee, and we assign that this one is a role for the TL, this one is a for the developer. So that time when we want to assign that same employee object to the same employee object, and we want to create some relationship between them, or like this one is a project manager and this one is a developer. They have some relationship, but they are record are in a same object, in a employee object. But his name is Aditi. Her name is Aditi. Her name is Kritika, and this one is Ayush Sharma. So same record in a same object, but we have different roles. So that time we use the self lookup. So we have many type of relationship after the we just know how to use these lookup and MD. So whenever we are creating the many to many relationship, every time we use the MD relationship. And MD for many to many, we have create one junction object and two its parent object. After that, we have this self lookup relationship. In this, we create a lookup relationship with the same object as an employee object, and we create a same relationship with the employee. And profile give a different role for the different profile. That, as I explained, that this one is a different name, this one is a different name record, and we are working in a same employee object. So that time we assign a work by using the self lookup relationship. Okay, guys. And this one hierarchical relationship, we can't create this. This one is given by the Salesforce. It's a by default assigned with the user. It's a lookup relationship with the user. So this one is a hierarchical relationship. And another one, we have left the roll up summary and the external lookup relationship. So these two fields are roll up summary and the external based on the some fields like for the external. Whenever we are fetching a record from outside, like we are fetching a record from the Excel or the AWS bucket, so we have to make one field as which are storing the record ID or something else. We can say record ID or something unique value, like we are creating the auto number. So this record ID kind field and the records, it will help us to make that complete record sheet. If we have a in AWS bucket 5,000 record, so we will just copy and paste it in our Salesforce by using the external relationship, and they have some record ID or the any kind of field which have the it's private key. It behave like a private key. It's a primary key. So every record means student have name, roll number, and different which have a unique value, and it's behave like a primary key value field. So we will just paste it in our Salesforce, and it will all the fields record are updated in the same record. Like for the better understanding, this one is our sheet, and we have some targeted these fields: name, mobile, and dates. So we have some you also provide some unique value, like every person have its unique value like a roll number or the employee ID. So we will make that field. If we create it, we will make that field a primary key. It will behave like a primary key. If we want to update a 5,000 record and we have name field, uh, employee ID, mobile number, dates, and we want to update this complete sheet, so we just upload it. We will first of all fetch from the AWS bucket, and then we will upload in our Salesforce. Then all the reports which I have uploaded, these will be updated automatically. Okay, guys. So that time we use the external relationship, external lookup relationship for when we are store the outside, we are store the records mainly from the outside of the Salesforce order. So this is the external lookup relationship that time we use. Creates a relationship that link this object to an external object whose data is stored outside the Salesforce order. Okay, guys, and roll-up summary, we will implement this tomorrow, or you can use this. It behave like you have to make some fields which store the numerical value, and you want to like this one is a numerical values, numerical one, and this one is a numerical value two. So that time, if you want the count of these numbers, how many value is stored in this, or we want some more, which one is value is minimum or maximum. So that time we use the roll-up summary field. We can do only the four operation in it in roll-up summary. You will perform a aggregate function in this. In aggregate function, we got a count is a different. We can do count, but in a aggregate function, we got three things: sum, max, and minimum. So these four operations we can perform by using the roll-up summary, and this field only created when we have created the master data relationship. So this is the how complete relationship work. So we have the three, mainly the two type, lookup and the master data relationship. But third one is the external. Basically, it will use when we are fetching the record from the outside sources. And how we use that for the normal relationship, or we have some condition for the self lookup and for many to many. So that time we have to know which one is a beneficial for us according to the requirement. Okay, guys. I hope you understand these things. Any question in this? Okay, okay. So there is nothing to write or make a note. I will provide you the definition or their notes by on a WhatsApp group or tomorrow. Okay, we will end this session now. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Enjoy.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
very much.
Thank you, sir.
You too, guys. Thanks, thanks.